Hi traders and welcome to the daily recap show for today, which is Tuesday the 10th of May. So we said we saw another sell-off in the FTSE and we had initial resistance today at 72.46 to 56. If we saw a sustained break above there, we may see a brief rally, initially targeting 72.95 to 304 and then potentially 73.30 to 73.40. We should remember that we had a bearish bias, so any longs needed to be managed aggressively. But we said if we held below 72.46 to 56, we could see another leg down. So let's go and have a look at the FTSE today. So when I do these reports now, I'm going to highlight the zones that I actually mentioned in my report. So hopefully it will make it easier to spot the areas that I had as key in the market. So as we said, in initial resistance we had at 72.46 to 56, and you can see we actually pushed straight through that with no reversal patterns. We then saw that rally, we said initially it targeted 72.95 to 73.04, and you can see we got that on the open here, pushed straight up into that zone and a rejection back, and then we've held this zone as support. We did have a couple of touches here and here, but nothing that I would have traded. I was looking for a long from this area from a retest, but I wanted a deeper pullback. We then got this really nice pullback to the bottom of that zone, took out liquidity, and then pushed higher back to this resistance zone. We haven't seen a sustained break above there to get the push to that 73.30 to 40 zone that we mentioned, but we have seen the reaction from this on the retest here. So this was probably the trade of the day. The zones worked really well, just not offering any sort of really great high probability opportunities, but this one here was the trade of the day on the FTSE. So now let's go and take a look at the DAX. So we said the DAX found support at key zone 13.260 to 295, but we said initial resistance today came in at 13.675 to 13.700, with main resistance at 13.830 to 855. So let's have a look at the DAX today. Okay, so as you could see, there wasn't too many areas of interest for us on the DAX today. We had this main resistance zone up here. You can see we opened and we were relatively choppy around this zone here, so not very much clean price action, nothing really to get involved in here. We then got to push up, and we did push above this zone, but we never saw any acceptance. Notice we didn't get any acceptance above this zone on either of the pushes up, and we actually then have just got a reversal signal just in here, back below the zone, which has worked really quickly and really nicely. We did see a reversal on the 15-minute time frame here. Now this one was a bit of a false break. We took out the liquidity from this high here. That one triggered in, you would have taken a hell of a lot of heat, and it's now just come back down to test this moving average here. I think if you was in this trade, you'd want to be managing the trade around this area here. Just because we're coming towards a close, we've got the moving averages that could act as dynamic support, and we basically filled this support zone here. So if you're in this trade, although you wouldn't have hit your target yet, I think it would be wise to manage that trade. So not much in the way of the markets today, really. That FTSE was probably the trade of the day. As I say, this DAX was a valid signal on the higher time frame charts, and there was also a smaller breakdown signal just in here. So I hope you found this useful. As always, please sign up to the Keyzone Traders community by signing up for the Keyzone service. We give out these reports every single morning before the market opens. We also give out reports for the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones in the afternoon session. So make sure you take full use of that before the market opens to prepare yourself and give yourself the best chance of success in the markets. So I hope you found this useful, and I'll speak to you again tomorrow. Cheers.